Hey guys, welcome back to another ASMR Skyrim. Last time we left off right here in front of this house. We need to get the optional schedule. And that's exactly what we're going to do. It's exactly what we're going to do. Just like that. Didn't even see us.
I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, like seriously. Some random person sneaks into my house. I'm just totally going to do that. Totally. I'm just going to, be like, hey, I think you wandered into the wrong house. So sorry about that. Alright, so let's see where he's going. Now, if we read the schedule and check out the optional stuff, it will tell us exactly where he's going on what days, so then that way we can take care of him in certain cities. But the thing is, I don't find that fun. I think the limitations are that too much of limitations. So what we're going to do is we're going to play catch up here. We're going to catch up to him. And we're going to poison our bow. We're going to see if we can't snipe him from far away. And then we'll go from there. Oh, look at that. He's right there. Perfect. Nope, that's not him. That guy's coming the wrong direction. He's got to be down the road further. But man, as we travel, look at the beauty of this game. Isn't it just great?
The life of adventure and song is the life for us, eh, friend?
Yeah, totally. Is that him right there? He's right there. He's stuck. He's stuck, guys. Alright. Let's make a quick save. Let's make a quick save. Alright. So, true shot. Weak poison. Oh no, you don't, game. You're not stealing this from me. No, Todd. Todd. You guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing. I'm horrible with bows, which is one of the reasons why I'm playing with it.
Hello? Who's that? What do you think you're doing?
Doing nothing, but doing nothing.
Someone there.
No, you just keep getting shot for no reason. Screw this. Screw it. We're gonna go in. go. Nobody saw us. All right. Plant the incriminating letter on his body. So what is that letter? Is it called incriminating letter? All right, there it is. Yes, it is. It's literally called that. I love it. Don't you just love it when did we get the bonus? No, we didn't get the bonus, but honestly, that was more fun. That was more fun. Now, one of the reasons why they say you should do it in a city is because then someone will find him. Honestly, it's going to be more believable if somebody found out he had an assassination plot, that he'd be killed on the road, because he's more of an open target and stuff like that. So, are we going to get the bonus? No. But, we are, and did do the job, which is all that matters. That is all that matters. Let's get the ball rolling, and get this thing going here. There are so many different ways you can do this quest, and honestly, if my bows was up higher, I probably could have one-shot him with being able to sneak, but unfortunately it's not, so we just started using bows at like level 14, so it's not really something that needs to be taken care of, so it's
Ah, at last. I've been anxiously awaiting your return.
well, I can't even see you. Okay, he's dead.
Yes, I know. As does Astrid. And you've earned your payment, though the bonus is forfeit, as I'm sure you're aware. But you should know that we have a more pressing matter to deal with. It's Cicero. There's been an incident. You should proceed into the sanctuary. I'll let Astrid explain.
Okay. Well, let me get a torch out since you guys really, really insist on everything being so dark in here. Seriously, so dark. There we go. Let's just shut off the lighting for a bit so we can see.
Just try to relax, Vizara. Let the elixir do its work. You'll feel better shortly.
Ah, thank you, dear. You are most kind. The Jester's cut feels as bad as it looks, I'm afraid.
Damn it, this never should have happened. We knew better. We knew better, and still we let our guards down. Ugh!
I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you.
Marrow is dead, I know, but we've got bigger problems right now.
You mentioned something about Cicero.
The fool went absolutely berserk. He wounded Vizara, tried to kill me, and then he fled. I knew that lunatic couldn't be trusted.
Oh, it's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all.
Don't forget the ranting and raving. About the Night Mother, how she was the true leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and Astrid was just a pretender.
Well, he's not wrong.
Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with this situation.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life.
Okay.
But first, find my husband. Make sure he's all right. After the attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. When Cicero left, Arnbjorn went after him. They disappeared into the wild. Search Cicero's room. Maybe there's something in there that sheds some light on where he might have gone. Let me know the minute you find something. I've got to see to Vizara and calm everyone down.
Bested by a fool. Who's the fool now, hmm?
Hush, Vizara. You were very brave. Astrid may well be dead if not for you.
She's right. I'll be forever indebted.
the right place? Nope, that's not the right place. Interesting. So where's his room at? Oh, it's right there. Well, part 3, part 4, part 5. Where's part 1 and 2? Oh, nice. Alright, let's do some reading. 18th of Evening Star. As I begin a new phase of my life, I decided to finally keep a journal. So much has happened to me thus far, both within the Brotherhood and without. I think that there's no record of what has transpired. It almost seems an affront to the Sithis himself, so I'm determined to make amends. Yes, the Dark Brotherhood has its own scribe and chronicles, but it's their first solemn task to record those events deemed important to the organization as a whole. Let this volume serve as a personal record of one man, a lowly assassin who has pledged his blade and his life for the Dark Brotherhood. 23rd of Evening Star. I've arrived safely in the Hall Sanctuary, and have been greeted warmly by Rasha and the others. Indeed, the level of support and the acceptance shown by my new family is rather overwhelming. For this sanctuary knows suffering, knows sorrow, for the ghosts of purification still haunt its halls. So who better to understand the plight of a brother who has lost home and heart? Who better to comfort one whose sanctuary is no more? The Bruma Sanctuary may be gone, but my dearest brothers and sisters, we live forever in my dreams, just as their souls live forever by the dread father's side. First Rain's hand completed the Bronus contract. She died well, her handmaiden less so. 12th Rain's hand. Cheridel suits me. With the destruction or the abandonment of all other sanctuaries, our contracts are plentiful, as our bonuses. Still seems to be losing our foothold throughout Tamriel at an alarming rate. There are rumors the Black Hand is split on our continued direction. Some favor expansion, others favor consolidation. My personal feeling is that the Dark Brotherhood needs to, at very least, maintain the illusion of being everywhere at once. It has become exceedingly difficult to fulfill or even establish contracts in provinces where we no longer have physical presence, like Hammerfell. The more we ignore Tamriel, the more people lose faith in the Dark Brotherhood, our power, our services, our dedication to the Void. 27th of Rain's hand. The listener has been visiting us for several days, down from her private residence in Breville. She and Rasha had been discussing the possibility of reopening the Shadow Scale training facility in Archon, the Black Marsh, but ultimately decided we lack the resources to follow through with the plan. 27th of Rain's hand. Completed the arena contract. I ultimately decided to pose as a star-struck Fran. Immediately got into the Grand Champion's good graces. While escorting the arrogant fool through the great forest, I slashed his throat and left the corpse for the bears. Interesting. So it seems like Cicero was a great assassin in his day. Let's read part 2. 7th of Sun's height. Whereas is lost, the city fell to the Corsairs, and it's just a matter of time before the sanctuary is breached. My night mother watched over her children, and their hour of need, fifth of last seed. We received word today that the Were Sanctuary was raided and destroyed by the Coursers. There were no survivors. There are now only 3 active Dark Brotherhood strongholds remaining. The Cicero Sanctuary here in the Imperial Providence, a remote sanctuary located in the forest in Skyrim, and the Corinthian Sanctuary and elsewhere. The Black Hand has ordered the Corinthian Sanctuary closed, as its members integrated into our own ranks here in Cicero. I will embrace those new family members as warmly as I was when I first made my home here. The 27th of Hearthfire. The situation in Breville grows dire. The city has erupted in violence due to a war of control being waged by Cyril's 2 largest skooma traffickers. The listener, Alice Dupree, has been forced to employ spell swords or cell swords to protect her own residents. The 1st of Sundusk. Things in Breville have come to a head. The statue of the lucky old lady has been destroyed. Dupree has left her residence to guard the crypt of the Night Mother, hidden below the remains of the statue. If the crypt is discovered, Dupree will, of course, protect the remains of the unholy matron until her dying breath. Rasha is sending Garnag and Andromaca to aid in the crypt's defense. I begged to accompany them, but Rasha wouldn't have it. He says that's my place here, defending the sanctuary. I must respect that decision. The 12th of Sundusk. Botched my contract and forfeited the bonus. The silk merchant was already cold, and I was halfway through the window when her daughter stepped into the room. I had little choice at that point. The 21st of Sundusk. So much has happened since my last entry. After Garnag and Andronica left for Breville, we stopped receiving communications from the city. We feared the worst. This morning, those fears were confirmed. Garnag returned alone, transporting the most precious cargo, the great stone coffin of the Night Mother herself. The story Garnag told could curl the blood of even the most hardened Sith's servants. The crypt of the Night Mother raided, and dear sister Andromaca cut to pieces, and the listener herself, the most honored Dupree, burned alive in a storm of mage fire. Garnag, though heavily injured, he will most certainly lose his right eye, managed to fend off the attackers and transport the Night Mother's coffin safely out of the city. He has been on the road, making his way to here in such tragic of night. Interesting. Book 3. 23rd of Sundusk. Now that things have settled down, the reality of our situation has finally come to bear. The Dark Brotherhood, without a listener, with no listener, no Black Sacrament will go unheard. Surely the Night Mother will speak to someone soon, thus choosing a new listener to take Dupree's place. Till that happens, though, we must take to the streets. We must hear the pleas of the desperate and the vengeful. The people of Tamriel must not. We must know their prayers. The Night Mother is going unheeded. The 24th of Mornstar. It's a new year, and 2 months since the Night Mother has arrived here at Chaden Hall Sanctuary, and still the unholy matron has not even fit to spoke to any one of us. And so, Rasha has decided to revive an ancient Dark Brotherhood tradition, appointment of a keeper, a guardian whose sole duty is the safeguarding of the Night Mother's remains. The remaining members of the Black Hand will make their decision tomorrow. The 25th of Morningstar. I have been chosen. By some incomprehensible twist of fate, the Black Hand, the name of the Night Mother's keeper. In all honesty, I am both incredibly honored and deeply saddened. This means the end of my contracts. I'll be lucky to be able to lift my blade again. Thankfully, Russia has promised me one final contract before I accept my new duties. 30th of Morningstar. The Jester lies dead. My final contract has been completed. Oh, how he laughed and laughed until he didn't. There's the turn. There's the turn right there. The third seed. Third of the first seed. I've settled well into my new role as the keeper. It is my duty not only to keep the Night Mother's shrine clean and the candles lit, but to tend to the body as well. The Night Mother's crypt was a consecrated place, shrouded, kissed by the absence of sunlight, and safe from the world above. Removed from there, the remains are subject to the filth and the corruption of the living. The body's perfectly preserved. So concern is not physical, but rather spiritual. The remains must be sanctified regularly, so that they may continue to serve as a conduit for the Night Mother's soul. Our matron, eternal spirit, may travel the void freely, but through her own earthly remains, that she communicates with the listener. And so I wash the corpse weekly. With the resin oils, I recite in ancient incantations, and personally see that the extermination of any insects or rodents. The Night Mother does not speak. It will be because she chooses not to, not because she is unable. This is my responsibility. This is my vow. The 12th of Midyear. Months and months and months and no listener. Why won't the Night Mother speak to me? I'm worthy as keeper. Not as a listener. I protect Our Lady, keep her sanctified. But still, she will not grace me with the listener's voice. The 4th of Sunlight. So long since I worked my blade, so long since I saved a soul. But I am now a keeper, no longer a taker. I think back fondly to my hours with the Jester, his laughter, his screams, his pitiful cries, and then, as the end drew near, his laughter once more, merry in death as well as life. I was honored to know him. The realm of madness grows deeper, as Cicero waits longer for a listener. Book 4, right here. First of Hearthfire. Cicero has erupted into violence, chaos, like so many other cities before. The sanctuary has remained unbreached, but for how long? Our numbers are few. With no speaker, the contracts have dwindled to almost nothingness. Russia, hold on. The sanctuary is slipping. 26 of Frostfall. Silence. Deafening silence in my head. In my head. The silence of death. The silence of the void seeping into me. Through the mother. The silence is hatred. The silence is rage. The silence is love. The 4th of Evening Star. Today Rasha declared herself listener, claiming the Night Mother spoke to him at last. But when questioned, he could not name the binding words. Liar, deceiver, charade must not stand. The 5th of Evening Star. As commanded by the silence, so did I obey. I did not wield the knife, oh no, but I dipped the honey softly sweet into his ear. He was a good brother, a loyal brother to both Cicero and our matron. He did the deed gladly. The 10th of Sundawn. Only 3 of us left: Cicero, Garnag, and Pontus. The 15th of sundawn. The Night Mother remains silent. I remain unworthy. The sanctuary is doomed. The 3rd of first seed. I can hear it. Deeper and deeper. Louder and louder. The silence like a thundering calm on an evening. Laughter. The 4th of first seed. Laughing, 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 laughing. It's the jester. The voice of the void. To cheer poor Cicero, I accept your gift, dearest Night Mother. Thank you for my laughter. Thank you for my friend. Brotherhood assassin was killed by a common bandit while walking in the streets of Cyrodiil. How can something so sad be so funny? The 17th of Rain's hand. I love the laughter, dearest Night Mother, but still I long to hear your voice. It's not too late. Speak to me, my mother. Speak to me, that I may set things right. I can save the sanctuary. I can save the Brotherhood. You can have the laughter. Take it back and exchange then the laughter for your voice. The 2nd of second seed. It is not safe to leave the sanctuary. We'll stay here. All is well. The 29th of last seed. Garnag is gone. Gone, gone, gone. Left to give food. But he'll be back. It's only been 3 months. 3 months. 12 months. 4 sloths. The 21st of sundusk. Cicero is dead. Cicero is born. The laughter has filled me so very completely. I am the laughter. I am the jester. The soul that has served as my constant companion for so long, has bleached the veil of the void, and finally and forever is now in me. It's in me. The world has seen the last of Cicero the man. Behold, Cicero of hearts, laughter incarnate. The 28th of sundusk. Found an old journal. Decided to write treatise on silence, sound, darkness, and light. How long it has been since the Night Mother first came here? How long since she's made me keeper? How long since I became the fool? Since I've been alone? Since Cyrodiil fell? Since they started pounding on the door like so many hammered heartbeats? It's dark in here and quiet. Poor Cicero no longer hears the laughter, for he is the laughter. There is no listener in Cyrodiil, no listener in Cyrodiil, no listener in me. We must leave here before the sanctuary falls, before the Night Mother burns, before the Dark Brotherhood withers, before the laughter dies. 29th of sundusk. I took a stroll, spied on a maid, but a matron's duty stayed my blade. So busy now, I miss the thrill. If only I had time to kill. The darkness is taking hold, but whatever will happen. Cicero's Journal 5. The 30th of sundusk. I've written the letters, so polite, so official, to Astrid in Skyrim. Her sanctuary still stands, still operates, but how? No listener means no black sacrament. No black sacrament means no contracts. Her family can abandon the old ways and still survive? Still kill? But is that family still? Brotherhood? Or something else? Something new? Something different? Something wrong? Something wrong? Still, we must go. Tomorrow we set sail. Float on a boat throughout the moat called her sea, her and me. The 22nd of Evening Star. Sick, sick, sick the rocking, tossing, rolling, throwing upon the grey waves. I've been reading of Skyrim, of the good ways, of the old ways, of the old ways. There was another sanctuary once, a Dawnstar sanctuary, a good and ancient and strong, blessed by Sithis. Cicero will go there. No need of Astrid. The mother and I will settle, and she will speak to me, finally. We will build the old ways anew together. The 23rd of Evening Star. The passphrase is mine. I have found it in a letter as the ancient sanctuary itself. The black door will ask, what is life's greatest illusion? And I will answer, innocence, my brother. Finally, a space, a place to call my own. A joker's retreat for the fool of hearts. The fourth of first seed. The sanctuary's home, as I had dared hoped, cool and dark and lovely, my sanctuary. Sanctuary from all I know, its every corner, every hall, every shadow, every nook and cove. My sanctuary. The guardians know me, recognize me as keeper. They leave poor Cicero alone. A very big, ugly beast. A different story. He'd eat me if he could. But to bind me, grind me, he'd need to find me, and Cicero will make sure that does not happen. For I have sanctuary. Sanctuary from all. 13th of first seed. The sanctuary is safety and salvation, but silent. So silent. I gave my love to the unholy matron. I gave my laughter freely, but I do not hear her. The silence has returned. Now that I am laughter, I no longer hear laughter. I once again hear the silence of the void. It reaches across time and space. Its silence is deafening. Once more, the first of rain's hand. Mother and keeper must go. I am not the listener, and I never will be. I am the keeper. I must serve my mother, will obey her own. I must find her listener. I must teach Astrid the air of her ways, the beauty and the necessity of the old ways. I've sent a letter to Astrid. We will leave soon, but Cicero will keep his sanctuary as his. A place to rest and as a place to rest and ply my trade, for I once more keep up the blade, and send some lucky souls to him, when laughter strikes as it fits my whim. Very telling. Very telling. Alright, let's go talk to Astrid. Which I do believe she's out here. Hey, look, it's the Night Mother. What is she doing here? Cicero left her. Interesting. To here. Right.
Have you found something?
Yes. I found Cicero's journal.
Good, good. Does it say where he may be headed?
Yes, an abandoned sanctuary in Dawnstar. I have the passphrase.
The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Whatever for? Never mind, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. Now. Every moment counts, so I want you to take my horse. His name is Shadowmere. You'll find him outside by the pool. Let's just say he's one of us. Find Arnbjorn. Make sure my husband's all right. And then send that jester's twisted little soul to the void, in as many pieces as possible.
All right. Did Cicero what? Did something set off Cicero?
No, nothing. At least, nothing I'm aware of. Well, if I'm being honest, I haven't exactly been discreet lately in expressing my frustration with this whole situation. Obeying the Night Mother, you being the listener, it's ridiculous. No offense. Cicero may have overheard me talking to one of the others about the Night Mother. It's possible I was not entirely respectful. But to go this far, to attempt to murder the leader of a sanctuary, Cicero must pay with his life. There is no other option.
Okay. Sounds good. So what do we know about the Dawnstar Sanctuary?
Oh, it's ancient. Apparently one of the first sanctuaries in Skyrim. It hasn't been used by the Brotherhood in close to 100 years. If you say Cicero has gone there, it stands to reason that he's familiar with the place. That means you'll be fighting him on his own ground. Tread carefully.
Is there any way to work this out?
If you say Cicero... Tread carefully.
Why does it do that? Is it...
Look, the Dark Brotherhood is a family. This sanctuary is a family. And we've always welcomed those shunned by society. Werewolves, wizards, eternal 10-year-old vampires. What does it matter? In truth, I've rarely met a lunatic I haven't liked. Cicero's problem isn't his madness. It's an adherence to an ancient, outmoded way of life. The Night Mother's ways simply are not our ways. He just couldn't accept that. And now he'll have to pay the price. Damnable jester.
And that's it for this episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the lore dump we had there, along with the quest. Thank you all for watching. And as always, thanks to the patrons at the end of the video. If you like this video and you like my ASMR content, don't forget to leave this video a like and leave a comment down below. That really, really does help the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.